Warning! The following show may contain strong language, as well as other content that may not be suitable for a younger audience. The show may also contain spoilers for any and all anime and manga, so please ensure you check the description below for the relevant spoiler warnings. Thanks for watching, Olga.
The thing is, blood, let me tell you something about me. When I'm on the Manga Readers Happy Hour, it's all about me. When I'm drinking beer with Manimal, Coryn and Nairbons, it's all about me. My bop. You done, though. You get me. That was terrible.
Bop, gun aimed at your head. It's not fun, but the sun is wider than your bum.
Wait.
No, Mike, I think I feel like it's a little self-centric. You're rapping right now.
The one thing I know about English rapping is that you have to keep repeating the same word over and over. So if you've got a tagline, just run with that as the punchline for each one of your lines.
I think that's how Rack City got made.
Oh, so if that's like the title of the song, if the title of your song is like Spicy Chicken Wing, you go like, and then I'm in the restaurant, Spicy Chicken Wing, and then I see you in the restaurant, Spicy Chicken Wing, like that.
I see you in the restaurant, Spicy Chicken Wing, gonna do my bop, Spicy Chicken Wing, gonna see my
friends. Guess what I'm eating in the restaurant?
Spicy chicken wing. Guess what the lady next to me ordered? Spicy chicken wing. She don't like it spicy, she likes it spicy.
This is a spicy chicken wing restaurant. That's all they sell.
It's really unsurprising that everyone's eating spicy chicken wings. Anyway, let's get on with the episode. Hey! That's probably going to stay in. Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, my name is Simon, better known as Vacant, and we are here to welcome you to episode 107 of the Manga Raiders Community Happy Hour. Triple digits, motherfucker.
This is our 7th episode. We've been going for like 7 days now.
7 days straight. Send help, send water, send something. I don't know, maybe a bullet to the back of each of us.
Send beer.
Send beer, because all I've got is Bud Light at the moment, and I really don't.
God, how is it you only have Bud Light?
Because I bought a big crate of it when it was on offer, and now I've got to get through it until I can justify buying more alcohol.
I don't even want to buy Bud Light, and I'm contractually obligated as an American to sometimes buy Bud Light.
Fair enough. Well, I'm representing my, my friends from across the pond.
No, don't. Fuck them. They're owned by a Belgium company nowadays. They're not even American.
Yeah, guarantee if I look on the can, it'll say brewed in the UK. Yeah, absolutely. Brewed in UK. Okay.
Mm-hmm. Brewed in the U.
Brewed in the
just
U.
Brewed in the U. Brewed in you.
Brewed within you. Your own body.
Oh, I don't
That's the secret to Bud Light's tangy taste.
But to my virtual left, I am Roadman Vacant. And to my virtual left is Big Man Big Tings Manimal.
I'm the big man. I got big things inside my brain which thinks of the taco rings.
There you go. And to his virtual left,
taco.
You got the Blood King. What rings with taco? Go on, sorry.
No, I was saying like there'd be like little tacos that you put on your fingers like rings, and then you just eat them one by one whenever you feel like it throughout the day.
I was thinking it was more like an onion ring kind of thing, but it's all taco fillings inside.
Imagine if you had a food that you put on every your fingers, and then so whenever you're hungry in the day, you just eat it off your finger. Like it totally wouldn't get dirty or anything.
That's
like a ring pop for tacos.
Yeah, you just have like all them, like you have like just 100 of them on your fingers, and you just eat them whenever you're hungry throughout the day.
I don't know. I feel like it's going to get messy.
100 of them. 100 mini tacos on your fingers. I wouldn't like that. I can veto this option. But to his left, it is... I forgot your roadman / gangster name.
Blood King was what you started with.
JoJo Fang. It's Coryn. There you go. Enjoy that
Good
one.
name.
Okay, so Blood King is my stand, and I am JoJo Fang.
Yeah.
Is that how that works? Where does that fall in the Joestar lineup?
Later.
You can't start with JoJo Fang.
That's part 27.
Yeah. Coming to screens near you in 2025.
On this
Not that far off.
fifth consecutive reboot timeline.
If we're gonna reboot another 3 times and get to part 27 in 2025, that's a hell of a lot of JoJo. That's not too bad.
JoJo Marathon. I'm down. I'll be up for a JoJo Marathon. Sorry to all those people who don't like Manime. Apparently JoJo's Manime, but whatever. And
Anime? Is that the word?
yes, that's the word that people use.
They're wrong.
It's a stupid tag. It's a wrong tag, but sure. I kind of get where they're coming from. The sort of, yeah, go on Goku, that kind of thing. But whatever. It's an incorrect tag. And rolling and rounding out the cast, it's the rolling man, the running man, and the stabbing man. It's Nairbons.
Hey, it's me, just rolling and running and stabbing. Sometimes all at once, but it's hard to run and roll.
I've kept
easy to stab, though. Scarily easy. It came to him too naturally.
Very easy to stab while rolling. It's all about momentum and stabbing.
That sounds like a good
Easier
first...
going downhill.
That sounds like an amazing first album, Momentum and Stabbing. Yeah, obviously, 107 episodes in, I couldn't betray my gangster roots any longer. They've come out now. This is just going to be what you're used to, guys. I'm sorry. I am very much a gangster, a roadman, as they say in England. So, you know, this is the new me. I feel more comfortable.
How is roadman a gangster term?
You're a roadman. You get me. You get me, blood. I don't have to set the goons on you. You know what I mean?
This isn't Jamaica.
I wasn't doing Jamaican. Jamaican's more...
That was pretty close to Jamaican.
Although Jamaican is heavily influenced by British, because they owned the country for a while.
Let me tell you about Kugamba. That's my
Aren't
Jamaican.
you thinking of 187, the term?
Yeah, 187's the term for... Was it a murder?
In California.
Yeah, there you go. Snoop Dogg taught
like
me
that game, 187, Ride or Die.
The more you know.
It's not good.
G.I. Snoop Dogg. But yeah, what are we doing today? I don't know. We're doing manga and anime stuff, by the way, guys. More than last week, because we kind of fizzled out. It was still a fun episode, but I think we just all got tired at the end.
It was a late episode on our end. You don't know this because you can listen to it at any time, but it was pretty late for us.
You guys got one of my best stories, though. I feel like I wasted it on that episode.
I mean, no, it wasn't wasted, because Manimal, I felt I learned a lot about you, and a lot of things that I've always questioned suddenly clicked into place and made sense.
But piss is funny.
Piss is funny, and also a little bit sexy.
Gross. It's gross, but it's not shit.
No, you're correct. It's not. Let's roll into our weeks. Manimal, what did you do? I think you did some stuff. You want to go oh yeah, of course, you've got something to. Coryn, what did you get up to this week?
Oh, that's a good question. I sent out this doesn't matter to anyone, but I sent out a job that I've been working on for the last 5 months.
Uh-huh.
And that's
a long-ass time.
That was a nice relief. It felt like the last day of school on Friday, honestly, but I gotta go back on Monday, so it's not quite like that.
School's out for 2 days. But never mind.
But, you know, that was nice. That was basically the culmination of my whole week was finishing that project and getting it out, so that's where I am.
I mean, if it's 5 months of labor, that's pretty good.
Mm-hmm. I looked it up in my little log. I was just 2 days shy of 5 months.
Jesus. I don't think I've ever paid attention to anything that long in my life. I mean, I guess this podcast, but, you know, this is a once-a-week thing.
He was building your retirement home.
I'm glad we're just once-a-week friends.
Oh, no, obviously you guys. I mean, you guys are every single day. It's every day, bro, when it comes to you guys. But,
literally,
you know,
we're blowing up that chat.
It's every day, bro.
Blowing it up.
It's every day. It's the happy hour, bro.
Wow, what month is this? July?
Yeah, no, I'm going back.
It's September, but it is hot enough to be July.
I need to make
it has gotten hotter. Like yesterday was pretty hot.
It felt like it was gonna be fall for a little while, and then said, "Fuck you, it's 90 degrees again."
That even happened over here, which is funny.
Let's make
Real bad.
Let's make a current reference. What's the hottest meme? If you've heard of Elf on a Shelf, then you should please
That got old
go die in
after
cancer.
one.
Oh,
That was
I hate
old
that
the first
fucking-
time I saw it.
I
The first one I
hate
saw was
that
good,
meme.
and then it was like, all right, I get it. Okay, stop.
Like, some of them are fine if I understand the reference and it's clever enough.
Most aren't.
But some I look at, I'm like, that doesn't make any sense.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's
I still enjoy Ryu on a Wii U.
okay. That's
See,
fine because it's kind of
That's
clever.
fine. It's kind of clever. But I saw one that was like the Despair Grief comic. You know the one I'm talking about. But it was the representation of it that was just like 2 lines on every panel, but over like superimposed over some like, I don't know, a red background. And I wasn't sure what the fuck was supposed to be that.
It got
Send
old.
it to me. I'll probably figure it out.
That's on
I haven't
something.
seen a meme get that old in recent times. Well, except for the one where
have.
the guy's looking at that girl.
Yeah,
And he's with
that
the other-
was that one
I don't know. I kind of like that one.
came
A
and
lot
went
of
in a
variations
flash.
of like caveman SpongeBob came and went real fast.
There's not
That
been
was
very good
funny
memes
though.
this
I like
year.
that. I like
You're also a
SpongeBob
great big fan of SpongeBob.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think there's been that many amazing memes this year. I don't think 2017's been. I mean, Everyday Bro. That's obviously a huge
We
one.
got
Nick
England
Crompton.
is my city. Might be the
Okay.
highlight of the year.
Absolutely.
You've been too scared to make memes.
Yeah. England is my city is definitely winning the Happy Hour year-end award for meme of the
Oh,
year.
that's meme of the year. Yeah.
You know
Yeah.
it's Nick Crompton and my collars stay popping. I love that. I had
So-
that as my work wallpaper, him popping
Good
his collar
job.
for a few weeks. And then realised no one knows what the fuck it is other than one other person. But never mind.
Yeah. But other than the work thing, Wasabi Doritos came back, and
Hey.
I bought 2 bags and nearly ate a whole one of them before I had to stop myself. God, I love Wasabi Doritos.
Can I say a thank you on behalf of me and all the listeners for you not eating them on the podcast?
I guess, man.
Thank
if
you.
you really want to.
Thank you, because it's crunchy. And, you know,
It is crunchy, but I wasn't going to do that, man. I got too much respect.
you're a professional. Coryn's a professional.
Most people who have been on have had one faux pas. We can't fault you.
Yeah, you've all been
Not once
consummate
have I
professionals.
ever had a faux pas.
Nope.
No, definitely not. Definitely not all the time. No.
Not once.
Nope. I think I've been pretty good. I think I can count on one hand the amount of times that I've fucked something up, other than losing the episodes. They don't count. That's technical
Well,
issues.
that's like the biggest.
That takes an
biggest
abacus.
Yeah, that's kind of the
Least
biggest faux
abacus.
pas there is at all. With these ones, it's like, oh yeah, sorry, you heard some rustling. Whereas mine's like, nope, no episode.
Yeah.
Sorry, White Crow. I'm so sorry.
I've learned to stop eating soup.
But that gave us the soup blues in episode 19, which is one of my favorite episodes of all time. So, there you go. I still love that episode. I still listen to it sometimes. There you go. That's
Sometimes.
Okay.
what else did you do, Corey?
That's pretty much it.
Hey! Okay,
Can't do much else.
we'll go on to reading, watching, and all that shit later. Nairbons, what did you do? That was weird. What did you do?
Went to a wedding shower. That was not something I do every day.
What is a wedding shower?
It's like a normally it's before the wedding, but you just get a group of friends together, then they kind of provide stories for what you should do and how to live well, and also give gifts. So we got a bunch of new like cooking wear, and I got a nifty little cookbook and
Oh, it
a
was
tool
your
bag.
wedding shower.
Yes.
Yeah. For the wedding he already
okay.
had.
Yeah, wait,
Yes.
that's why I was so confused. Okay, it's a wedding shower for a pre-wedding, but the wedding's already happened. All right, I'm with
Correct.
you now. Okay, sorry for interrupting.
No, you're good. That's about it. More interviews, more resumes. Working on that job.
That job.
Gerb.
That job. That was
Gotta
the
get
weirdest
that
word.
gerb.
He took my gerb. Anyway, Manimal's going last because he's done something with his week. So I guess I'll go. Not too much has happened. It's one of them really shitty weeks. You know, every plan that you make just falls through. Was going to see
Yes.
That fell through. I was going to go out for some beers. That fell through. What else have I done this week? So I've been a recluse. I've stayed in. done some more decorating, and done a lot more writing, which is good. I've made breakthrough in writing. And I've also restarted, put the hands up in the air, I've restarted Persona 5 again. I've gone on that New Game Plus. It feels good.
I think that's the opposite of doing more writing.
I've kind of balanced them out. I mean, I'm trying to do at least an hour every other day, which doesn't sound like a whole lot, but compared to the stop-start thing that I've been doing for most of the year, I've not been bad in recent months, but certainly in the beginning of the year, I started writing, then just fell off a cliff with it. So I'm kind of getting into a routine again. But, you know,
That's good.
The main worry is that the Persona 5 will now overtake and inspire me to go back to the Persona fanfiction that I was doing, which means that the thing I'm supposed to be writing is going to get put on the shelf. But we'll see how it turns out.
I am excited.
It's gonna be good. And I made, because it was a toss-up between Final Fantasy 15 and Persona 5, which to replay. But then I realized there's tons of games coming out in the next few weeks, like FIFA 18, which no one gives a fuck about here. Danganronpa 3 is coming out on the 26th.
Oh, yeah.
Is it not already out?
I think it's the 26th, at least
I thought
here.
they came out. No, I thought Danganronpa 3 came out
January.
years ago.
Danganronpa 3 got an anime that came out, but this is a different thing.
The game...
I would need to talk to our friend who has played the Danganronpa games to know more.
The actual video game, Danganronpa 3, has been out in Japan since January, but it has not been released in the West.
That probably explains it, because I know there's quite a few people I follow on Tumblr who are big into Danganronpa, and they probably got a translated version cheaper earlier on.
Yeah, I'm happy to wait for the official release. I really enjoy it. Like, I really do like Danganronpa, but it's not one that I love, if that makes sense. Like, I'll play it and really enjoy it, but then once it's done, it's done.
It's one of those games you play it and then you put it down, and it's kind of it.
Yeah, like, you get everything out of it that you need, and you're like, that was really fun, I really recommend that. And it's like, I'm good for playing anymore. But yeah.
Like, unless there's a lot of options for a visual novel, it's kind of like a regular old novel with
That's
one
true.
and done.
It's one and done. You can't change the outcome. The story is pretty finite. The order of the culprits and the deaths and stuff is all set in stone.
Yeah.
So, yeah, it's kind of a linear path.
That's kind of how I like my visual novels, though, to be honest.
If you have not checked it out, I would highly recommend at least checking out the anime.
I've thought about it now that my computer screen works again and I can play Steam games.
Yeah, if it's on Steam, I definitely recommend it. It's really fun. The first one is really, really good. Second one's not as... I definitely choose the first one over the second, but it's still fun. But yeah, first one, absolutely. I should probably pick that up next week, actually, to number 3. So, I'll report more on that next episode, hopefully, if I get it, unless it's been delayed, like Persona 5 art book.
Did that ever
It was
come out?
almost in my hand.
It was almost here. It's now...
And now it's December 19th?
Yeah.
How has that even happened? How is this possible?
It's because it's something to do with Persona. If it has Persona in the name, it ain't coming out on time.
Yeah, it's weird, because I think when they were doing the Shin Megami Tensei games, the 3DS ones, they came out same day, same date, because they'd locked in the translation early on in development, and, the translation team got a head start. But P5 went through so many revisions and changes and false starts that, one, I'm excited for the entire game that's, been cut and leftovers and willing to be made into a sequel fairly soon, I hope.
Yeah,
And-
hopefully.
Yeah.
Well, that's part of what I'm thinking, though, because it got delayed so many times. Shouldn't the art book team have a little leadway?
I was
extra
thinking...
time
would
because it
hope-
got delayed an extra,
Maybe
5
they do
months
an
right at the
interview
end?
or something.
I mean, I was hoping, because I was like, okay, surely the game has gone through this. The art is done. That is locked into place. Surely compositing and compiling
Even
this
if they
book.
change things around a bit, that should have been done a long time earlier.
Because it's all concept, it's concept art, final, unseen visuals, blah, blah. Commentary from the director and, all that, the staff and stuff. all stuff that's kind of readily available, so God knows why. Maybe it's translation issues, I don't know, it doesn't say. So
I don't know if I brought it up, but since Persona 5 hit its 1-year anniversary for Japan, they did a lot of more like behind-the-scenes looks at the game in development. Mm-hmm. And like initially, you're going to be living with Sei in her apartment, and the gathering place was going to be the rooftop. And they show the early draft where instead of Sei, they were just using Catherine with a K's model from the Catherine games. And they said when they made Sei's design, they made it pretty much look like Catherine because that's what she already looked like and what everyone was familiar with.
That's fair enough. See, that's the kind of thing that I'm looking forward to. But December the 19th, it's on Amazon Prime as well, so I could get it in time for Christmas, I think. Maybe. In time for the end of 2017, hopefully.
It's at least got cover art now.
That gives me hope. This is the last delay. It's gotta be.
Coming winter 2014.
It's gonna be the last one, I tell you. We'll come back in the new year all Persona 5'd up with the art book.
Yeah. Hey, you could put out the Persona cast as one of the 12 Days of Christmas.
It is.
In conjunction.
Oh no, we can't spoil it. There may be something to do with... Oh no. Well, I guess there's already been a Persona cast and we've talked about it on our... Okay.
Are we going to add more time to the 3-hour podcast that's just lying around?
One of the 12 Days of Christmas will be the Persona cast. I guess it's not really a spoiler. People probably will forget or won't care after a while. So, yeah, that's going to be it.
Spoiler alert, we haven't given up on 12 Days of Christmas yet.
No, we've not learnt our lesson yet. It's because we've already done it. We kind of got to keep going up. So, yeah, enjoy 12 episodes on the 12 really busy days before Christmas that you won't get a chance to watch.
Let's be honest, it is really fun to do those episodes, though.
Yes.
Oh, God, yeah. I just do them for us. Like, no offense, listeners, if any two of you are out there. But, yeah, we do them for us. We really enjoy those episodes. And I hope you do, too.
Maybe we should, though, increase our any two listeners episode joke, because we do have, like, 60 listens a episode now, just on YouTube alone.
Yeah. Okay, sure.
We can acknowledge the tiniest bit of success.
We are now in a little
Hi, Mom.
bit. Thanks,
I'm
co-workers.
Just kidding. They don't give a shit about this.
My parents know that I do a podcast thing. My mum doesn't really know what a podcast is, but she's like, so you say things to strangers and it's on the internet? It's like, yeah, sure, that works. That's
basically how
do you
it works.
talk about them strange cartoons that you like? Yeah, that's what it is. Manimals.
Can you give us an honest impression of your mother?
As in, I can't really do her voice.
I want to see you try, though.
I can't. She just sounds like me, but a lady, I guess.
Okay, so from now on, I'm going to mentally image your mother as just you with lipstick on, if that's okay.
I mean, if you want to think about me in lipstick, then you can, by all means, take that image to the bank, the wank bank, and
like
go
she's
crazy.
got
Not the
an
wank
apron
bank.
on over the Booty-O's t-shirt.
Good times. Manimal, what have you been up to on your...
First of all, I didn't do this. Wait, I did do that. Never mind. Okay. So there was a con this week. It was just on the weekend, and it was like a general geek con with like comic stuff and all the superheroes and Star Wars. And well, they barely mention anime in any of the marketing, even though there were a couple of cosplayers and one out of town anime store came in, which was good. But it was pretty general. There was a shit ton of people. It was in like some hotel, and like the local anime con, like I think at most had like 500 something. And well, this felt like at least 2 times that, because obviously there's more reach with something that's general. It's not just the weeb convention, which I'd prefer it was the weeb convention, because at least you're with your people, But I don't know. It was like a nice environment and everything. Definitely, it's nice. Like it'd feel nice if you were enjoying it, but I was just kind of like, yeah, this is whatever. You know, got some evil vendors who remember me for buying the Moogie figure last year. Just trying to get me to buy more. But, no, nothing too exciting happened, really. I didn't go to any panels. Didn't care about the guests. I just existed.
Can I just say, I also love the smell of a good hotel pool.
Okay, yes, the smell of a hotel pool's like they smell great. So when you're sitting by the pool, like it has this great feel. I guess because I'm not in hotels very often naturally, so like it reminds me of being in a hotel. So it's kind of nice, you know. Because I like being in hotels. I like the environment of hotels. Like for some reason, one thing for me is just to like in the middle of the night to walk around a hotel, and if there was like some kind of walkway where you can look out into the city and all the lights. That's just a thing.
Oh yeah,
I don't know.
I do love the venue for NakaCon in Kansas City because it does have that open courtyard area, and at night you can look up into the stars and be annoyed by all the kids doing photo shoots in their cosplay.
This wasn't quite like that. There's so many freaking kids. Oh my god, a lot of parenting was going down. Definitely, don't touch that stuff. You freaking come over here. You know, a lot of that kind of stuff. There's a lot of like cosplayers, though. There was a shit ton. Mostly Harley Quinn. Well, not mostly, but like a lot of Harley Quinn, naturally. Huh. There was one girl did the original Harley, but all the other ones were like the new version. Yeah, and a lot of Star Wars ones, because there's like a whole Star Wars cosplay team over here.
Is it the 501st Legion?
Yeah, and they do their thing. I don't know.
Those guys are great, though. They do a lot of charity events just dressing up as a group of stormtroopers, and they're
charismatic. They're charismatic individuals because they were going around bounty hunting. Like you put down a bounty for somebody, and then they just walk around looking for this person. Like it was amazing. It was such a nice environment, but I just couldn't get into it so much because like you know, when you're with your weeb people, it's different. You know, because like that's like all the same thing. But this is more spread out in general, you know? See, you're not with your frickin' freaks. It's not a total freak con going on or anything, you know?
See, I've gone to a couple, like, regular Comic Cons, and I appreciate more Western stuff, but it is very, very diverse, because it's not just even, you know, Western comics. It's also got, like, Doctor Who and all the other just
it has
nerd properties.
Yeah, it's just like a nerd convention for stuff like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of Wonder Woman cosplays, which I expected, and a few good anime ones like Kana from Maid Dragon and blue-haired girl from ReZero.
Nice.
Yeah, and again the vendor room was big, but there was a whole lot of nothing. that freaking Winnipeg store though. That one girl just like is like, hey, you wanna pre-order all these expensive figures? You come to my store, I ship them to you. It's like a whole thing. But again,
so she knows you're a soft target.
She remembered me as the guy who likes K-On! Though.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Because I bought that expensive Moogie figure last time.
Oof.
You know? She's like, oh, you like K-On! We have 5th anniversary meal. It's like, I already have the knockoff of that. You know? But
I know a place. I know a website. It's in China.
Yeah, AliPress. But I don't know. It's nice. Like, I like the hotel setting. Well, the university setting is nicer because there's, like, way more space. But the hotel is just kind of crammed in some areas. But I don't know. That's all I have to say. And, so there's the con, and it was a thing. And other than that, actually, I guess that is it. Yep, that's it, all right.
I'm not done yet. But that's it.
You know, schools have been pretty lame so far this year. I'm not liking it at all, really. But
do you know why?
What are you gonna do? Why?
You're too cool for school.
Because I'm too cool for it. No, because I feel like I took the wrong course. But what else am I gonna do? It's all thing like that.
Change course.
Oh, if it was so simple, I would.
Take that gender studies course. It'll be
I'll get my big degree, and I'll be like, all right, everyone, time to study.
You would have liked it if you went to my college, where everyone who didn't really want to take a real class took the history of rock and roll.
Oh.
How is that an actual class?
Who really wanted to take that class and couldn't get into it.
Yeah, like, why would that?
Ah.
Like, I mean, history of rock. Like, okay, there's history there, but like,
Why would that be applicable for a job?
who's gonna take that and be like, yeah, I
Of course
took the
it's not
history
applicable for a job.
of rock and roll, starting with our resident handshaking expert Robert Johnson, naturally.
Bring
But,
that
like,
back.
Who do you think teaches the class?
Oh shit! It's him.
Well, he can't teach. Well, I suppose he can teach. I was
You
going
can
to say
teach
he has
about
no arms.
No, he has no hands.
Oh, no hands. Sorry.
He's handy capable.
If he had no,
he's like Captain Hook, but he's got like the special hook attachments for different things. So he's got like a
you can-
chokehold in one.
You can teach with no arms.
I'm not saying that. Right, that sounded bad.
Grading papers might be a bit of a hassle, but
I
like you
was
go
thinking-
digital.
That's what teacher assistants are for.
I was thinking of
Yeah.
him like writing, on the chalkboard and stuff.
Please, I had several professors who wrote nothing on the chalkboard.
I don't want to offend any no-arm teachers out there. I think you do a brilliant job and your work is very much appreciated.
Once I had a
Good on you.
paraplegic, like the prosthetic leg substitute before.
Wait, I thought your story was I once had a prosthetic leg, and I was going to say, what do you mean once? Once I had one.
You're back.
Fortunately, it came back.
It grows back.
It
I
left a
did
note
have
on the bed.
Teacher once, my dynamics professor, I think had a prosthetic leg or just a bum leg. I'm not entirely
Yeah.
sure, but
My-
he definitely walked with a cane and didn't move his right leg too much.
My aunt has below the knee. She has a stump there, and she has a prosthetic leg. But she hates wearing it. I remember she was wearing it all this time. And the first gathering we had after the lower half of her leg was removed, it was the big elephant in the room until everyone had got comfortably drunk enough. And then this one uncle I have who, I love him because he's just very blunt and stuff. There was a silence. Everyone was having a laugh and a joke. Bit of silence. And he just goes, come on then, let's see the stump. And there was just a moment of, he's like, come on, everyone's been thinking it. Fuck off if you haven't. And yeah, it was true.
It's true. Everyone. would
I
be
wanted to see
thinking
the
about
stump, and it
Your
was weird.
family gatherings sound much more entertaining than mine.
It's these were my father's side, and I was gonna say, hopefully he's not listening. He won't be fucking listening. He hates anime or anything to do with it. So
That
he
is
basically
a thing, but-
they're borderline alcoholics, not actual alcoholics,
Oh.
but they love to drink, and I think that's probably where I get it from. If that's what you've been around when you were young, you inherit that.
Yeah, no, my whole family loves to drink in secret. So it never really comes out during, Christmas.
Oh god.
Oh,
Anyway, let's move on.
See, Italian families are just loud, but that's
And love to drink wine.
See,
That's
we're
what I
Irish.
mean.
I think it'd be more prominent.
Oh,
They're shameful of their Irish roots. But you know what we
I
shouldn't
would
be
love
shameful
to
about?
spend Christmas time with Anthony's family as a
Oh,
fly on
God.
the wall.
Anthony's family is half Scottish, half Italian, apparently,
Yeah.
which is
That'd be
a
fantastic.
potent combination.
oh,
mean-
oh no!
It'd probably be great to watch most people's families as a fly on the wall. It's when you have to interact with them personally
Yeah.
that it becomes
Like-
an issue.
I was thinking about it the other day, and people joke about how, those Scots sure drink, or those Irish sure drink, and those Italians sure drink, and those Germans sure drink. Does all of Europe just need to have an intervention?
Look, my mother's side of the family, which is Croat, has a bigger issue than anyone else in my family, which is, Irish. So, yeah, probably. I also think the stereotype might be a little bit misplaced.
Can the EU and AA just sync up for a couple sessions?
Nah, we lost the AA in Brexit. That's gone now.
Goodbye.
It's a purely European thing. As it turns
Yeah.
out.
Speaking of which, let's get our merry old... Hey, it's happy hour, so it's all good. Drinking's allowed. Let's get our merry drunken selves across the border to the news, the newsy poos. Not too much has happened this week. Well, other than Tokyo Game Show, that's
Big
really the major story.
surprise.
Not a lot going on this year, though.
Really light on the ground in terms of information. Left Alive, Square Enix's new IP, looked okay, but don't really know what it's about. Looks like a first-person shooter. Has anyone seen the trailer? Excitement levels? Generic?
I have not even seen the thing yet, so
Yeah.
yeah.
It didn't blow me away. It was just, it looks like it could be cool, but it wasn't like a, holy shit, I need to know more about this. There is in other news that'll please anime fans out there, or at least Naruto fans, there is Naruto to Boruto, Shinobi Striker. Don't understand the name, but whatever. It is a brand new Naruto game, but it includes the very important feature that you're allowed to create your own character. Do you want to be in the Naruto world? Then go make yourself.
Is it like a DBZ, what was the most recent one that came out?
Xenoverse kind of
thing? Xenoverse kind of thing?
From the
Can you
trailer,
interact with other players?
I'm not too sure, but from the trailer, in terms of character creation, it's sort of like you choose existing hairstyles, you choose, you just change the color palette, stuff like that. Sure. Nothing too extreme.
I'm just wondering if we can all be ninjas together.
Please, can we? That's all I really want. Can we go on a ninja run together?
Only after we all become furries due to Sonic Forces.
Can we become furry ninjas? I'm sure there's Naruto furries out there. Don't even.
How think about them.
Tailed beast furies? Furries. There's gotta be some out there.
To DeviantArt we go.
I-ho! Let's not.
Naruto furries. No, it's happening.
Okay.
Welcome to the village sweating in a suit.
Welcome to the rice.
It's been searched, and yes, it's there.
Oh God, of course it is. Why am I surprised? Why? Yep, there's some furries, alright. Naruto furries. Oh yeah, that's a thing. So enjoy that mental image, guys. I want to see the furries doing a Naruto run. Did you see that, by the way, the Naruto run in a hurricane?
Yes.
Come on.
Of course, there had to be that.
Oh no, it's not as bad as the shooting your gun into the hurricane.
Oh no, that's a bad idea.
Yeah,
that's
but
how you take down the hurricane.
If it's Texas, of course they do that.
Yeah, of course they do it, but it doesn't make it a good idea.
Look,
nobody
if
said Texas was a land built on good
lasso
ideas.
A hurricane, I can damn well kill it with guns.
Yeah.
Sheriff Nair led that decision to let's go round up these hurricanes. I don't know why I gave you that accent. That's very offensive. I'm sorry.
That was probably your best American
really
accent.
Really good American accent.
Are you right? My best American accent is Nekomimi Pasta. Do not.
No, it's
front.
not. It's not even close to American.
Oh boy! Don't try to use that to blend in around here.
I just walk down the street like that. Everyone will be like, "Oh, that's just his normal voice. It's where he grew up."
Next year or the year after, whenever we come to Kansas and go to NakaCon, that's absolutely the accent I'm using. I said, "Good Lord, those plane seats are uncomfortable."
I'm telling you.
I mean, please do.
I spill my peanuts everywhere on that damn airplane.
And the year after that, I want to see Manimal doing "I Do Say" in downtown London.
Here we go. I walk in. They're like, the freaking, I don't know how airports work. Bag check. They're like, "Is this your bag?" I do say.
Sensei, I do say.
Just knock on the Queen's front door.
Honestly,
don't knock on the Queen's front door. We saw it, and there's dudes with guns outside.
Yeah,
do it.
If I went over there, the first word I'd say in the UK is "I do say." Like, there'd be no way around it.
The first word is "I do say" because it is one word. Let's be honest.
I do say. Yeah, we established this in
I do say.
Step out of customs and right into their hearts.
Yeah. And they'd be like, "You're one of us," and I'd be like,
"You can just walk down the tube train and just be like, I do say," or anyone you make contact with. Don't starfish like Lego was going to do.
Oh no, that's not the right word.
Step on my balls, because he was talking about someone stepping on his balls. I can't remember the conversation. He's a unique fellow. Lego will be coming back to the podcast soon. He's just been working, so
Wait, is it Wales where they go bah? Is that the thing?
What? What?
Where like at the end of all the sentences?
I don't know.
Bah, bah.
I'm not sure.
That's the animal whales. They just swim around going bah.
I thought they were more.
Ni no Kuni 2 has had a trailer to the sequel. Did you guys, any of you play Ni no Kuni?
No, but I have a friend who played a lot of Ni no Kuni. He's very impressed.
Played the demo and it was just rough.
We played the first hour and a half, me and my girlfriend. I didn't like I like the art. Obviously, it's Studio Ghibli, so it looks good. And
Well, it's a beautiful game.
It probably would have been a good game, but I just wasn't feeling like the plot in the first hour and a half. I know that it's an RPG that's going to be probably 60 to 70 hours long at least. I don't know.
It
The
seems
first
like
hour
something
didn't grab me.
You really got to listen to the whole, or play the whole thing rather, to get into it.
Yeah, I just didn't. It was. Do you know? You're like, I probably
very simple.
would enjoy it, but nah. Maybe we'll revisit it. It was a free game on the PS3, so I might as well give it a go. Maybe in the future, who knows? Shadow of Colossus had a new trailer. That looks good still. What else happened? Final Fantasy 15.
The two big announcements from Atlas was that Dragon's Crown is getting a remake, which had already leaked, and that they announced an announcement in October with new information for the already announced Shin Megami Tensei project for Switch. So
They know how to drag things out. Let's just say.
yeah.
Hey, there's actually something I think they're making a Love Live game with all the generations of Love Live, because now they announced the third generation of Love Live, the Perfect Dream Project or something like that, and the characters look pretty boring, but they're all going to be in the same game now. Ooh.
If I had a PlayStation VR, I would be super pumped for the Zone of the Enders remake, redo thing. Oh, that looks nice.
Are you sure if you had the VR, would you not be more excited for the upcoming fishing spin-off of Final Fantasy 15?
Oh boy, would I!
It looks good. No, it doesn't.
I mean, it was Final Fantasy 15 had a decent fishing, as far as fishing mechanics go. It wasn't.
It was
bad.
a fishing minigame. It was nice and simple.
It was nice and
I wouldn't
simple.
want a game.
As far
Much
as
better than the first Nier game's fishing mini game.
Definitely. As far as Final Fantasy goes, I mean, I guess the only thing that I'm concerned with, was there any information on the 7 remake or Death
Nope.
Stranding?
Nope.
Great.
No, that one
they've-
got reset back to square one when they switched studios.
Yeah,
It's
they
gonna
have
be a
gone
while.
very quiet on that one. Don't expect anything in the next year or so. Maybe next year's E3, we might get some info, but yeah, definitely not being released in the next year or two. But Final Fantasy 15's getting more content. They've apparently had a free update. It was kind of confusing what they said. They said there was a free update with added story content, but it really didn't tell you what that was.
Wasn't there supposed to be a new update where it's like the stuff
Multiplayer?
that happened during the time skip? That was going to be a
Possibly.
thing? I heard that was going to be a thing.
That might be it, because the few cutscenes that I saw, like the clips that I saw in the trailer, was that it was all about Luna Freya, and so I was like, okay, is this what she was doing while you were traveling with your boys? There's going to be episode Ignis as well, which I'm kind of excited for, because that's the only one that interests me out of all of the... I mean, the Prompto one would have had some useful story information in.
Yeah, I need to get on there, because I did buy the season pass, so I do technically own Ignis and Prompto's things.
Because Gladios came out, which people were a bit disappointed with.
It was a little
Prompto's,
short.
I didn't play, but it did seem like it had some story elements that would have been of interest. And then Ignis was my favorite, so I'm excited about that one.
I might
I love
come
that
in
game.
when the co-op option comes out.
October the 21st, I want to say. It's definitely in October, the multiplayer. That looks cool. I would like to jump back on that for the multiplayer.
Yeah, that's probably when I'm going to jump back in, because I've been meaning to get back and pick up the things I never finished.
I picked the wrong time to restart Persona 5 with Danganronpa and Final Fantasy 15 content coming. Also unrelated, but just so you know, if you've got a PlayStation 4 and you've got the PS Plus, Hatoful Boyrfriend is one of the free games. I suggest
my
you go
God,
and
is it?
immediately get that now.
Oh boy!
Great. I do have it, and I'm going to play that now. Goddamn.
Please download that, and we can do a Let's Play, happy hour Let's Play of Hatoful Boyrfriend. That will be fun.
We could if one of us owned a capture card.
I do.
You do?
You do.
Yeah, I've got a Roxio for that.
Nice.
Shiz.
Why haven't you recorded anything, goddammit?
Because I'm lazy. And
He's been waiting for this moment.
I've been waiting for Hatoful Boyrfriend. I was like, nah, I ain't gonna do Persona 5. Pff, get the fuck out of here. Final Fantasy 15. No one wants to see gameplay of that. Hatoful Boyrfriend. Let me at it.
It does fit our brand better, let's be honest.
That's kind of true. That's very. I kind of want to just do a let's play of playing it, but somehow screen sharing with Lego and just having Lego's reactions as the audio.
No,
Oh,
I
no.
want to do that.
No, she's a pigeon. No, that's my. I can't. Why
I
am
thought
trying
they
to
were
do
all
a
male
Lego accent?
pigeons.
I was gonna say,
Oh, yeah,
aren't
sorry.
you a girl
He's a pigeon.
seducing male pigeons?
It's Hatoful
Yes.
Boyrfriend.
Sorry, I got it wrong. Yes, it is male pigeons. Sexy, sexy male pigeons.
Who are human-sized, as I learned recently.
Sexy, human-sized pigeons. Male pigeons, of course, because, we don't want to get weird. And you play a lovely heroine.
Are you a pigeon, heroine, or are you just a human? I was never clear on that.
I think you're a person? I think? I don't know. We'll have to find out when we play it. That's that's the only thing we can do.
Alrighty.
Other news, because I haven't really got anything for, I haven't really, like I say, Tokyo Game Show, kinda light on news for me anyway, of anything that was of interest to me. So, have you guys got anything else for Tokyo Game Show, or?
It was light this year. I'm gonna browse through Silicon Era's headlines.
Wasn't fantastic. Moving on then, Funimation have announced the round of simuldubs that they're going to do. Not really any surprises. Black Clover, of course, they're going to do Black Clover. That's got Funimation written all over it. The Ancient Magus Bride, again, not really a surprise. Dies Irai, or whatever that one was, that's going to be on there. I said that totally wrong. And Urahara. So I know you guys are more subs than dubs when it comes to these ones, but I'll probably check out both for Black Clover and decide which one I prefer. Because I don't know if I'm going to get hate for this, but I did prefer the My Hero Academia dub to the sub.
That's fair.
Everyone out there, it was good. Asui sounds awesome. With that weird frog voice that she's got. They were cool. I can't fault the dub. It was a good dub from Funimation, I thought. And then also, just one more thing. Have you guys seen Blade Runner 2022 just yet? Have you seen the, not seen it, but have you seen the news for it yet?
I saw that trailer, yeah.
By the director, Blade Runner Blackout 2022. It's a prequel, or a prologue rather, to the upcoming film, Blade Runner 2049. But it is done by Shinichiro Watanabe, who was the director of Cowboy Bebop.
Watanabe.
Watanabe.
I'm more excited for that prequel than I am the
movie.
Runner.
Yeah, no, totally. I am the same. That prequel.
I mean, can I make an announcement that I actually never saw the original Blade Runner?
I thought
It's
it'd be
good
right
because
straight.
it's better on repeated viewings.
Because there's a billion different versions of it. I never knew where to start, and I was kind of overwhelmed, and I just kind of gave up on it.
Okay.
Well, the good news is Japan has been ripping off that movie for the last 30 years now, so don't worry about it, man.
Don't worry.
I feel like
You've seen the Ghost in the Shell movie. You've seen watered down Blade Runner.
I did buy Ghost in the Shell, the movie, but I haven't watched it yet.
The live action or the anime?
The live action one.
Okay. I need to get that, because I still didn't see that. Pardon me. Okay, that's news. Anyone got any more news? News?
I think it was the same time as Android 21, but Yamcha and Tien are in Dragon Ball Fighters.
Yeah, they look pretty sick.
Great,
Of course,
the shit team is together. We can do this, guys.
Of course we can. Yamcha,
I just
Tien.
think this game is going to do really well when they go, oh shit, Wolfgang Fist, yeah!
I love Wolfang Fist. And the little Spirit Beach Ball, whatever he did. Spirit Ball, that was always good.
So wait, so the team so far is Krillin, Yamcha, and I guess, I don't know.
It's got to be Tien.
Third weakest character in Dragon Ball.
Yamcha,
Raditz.
Tien. Raditz. No, what if Chiaotzu's there? It's got to be Chiaotzu.
If it's Chaozu.
I think he's a striker for Tien.
I doubt he'd be his own playable character. He's too small.
I'd really love Mr. Popo to be on there. Just bring him out.
Oh, that would work. what the hell
Popo
would
would
his
be good.
moveset be? But yeah.
Yeah, but Mr. Popo is the strongest character in Dragon Ball Z.
Actually,
He kicked Goku's ass in Dragon Ball for a bit.
Like, he would kill everybody, but he just wants to water
we
the garden.
don't know Popo's true strength. We haven't seen him fight anybody super strong.
Yeah.
Yeah, he wasn't
He's
even
the strongest
sweating,
one.
Boo. When Majin Buu went into the hyperbolic time chamber, he's like, "Guy, I can beat the shit out of him." That's not how Mr. Popo
It's hard to say because at this point, the DBZ abridged version of Dragon Ball has superseded the actual version of Dragon Ball Z in my mind.
That's just who Popo is.
Mr. Popo.
His name is Popo.
Call me.
He will drop authority onto you.
I'm Mr.
Man,
Popo,
I just-
bitch.
I just want to find out who the full cast will be so we can truly pick the weakest characters. Because if they get like Nail in there or something,
I mean,
Hey,
I
Nail-
imagine they're
Nail
going to
died
Nail,
for
I
our
totally
sins.
forgot about that guy.
Nail died for our sins. Don't you even front.
I totally forgot
but
about
honestly,
Nail.
if we can get a full team of Cybermen,
Yeah.
I'd be happy.
That'd be good. I would do that.
Who was the weird, like, no-nose green man lookalike that Goku
Tambourine.
fights in the totally not canon?
Oh.
He dies, and it's right after Cell in the
Right
Other
after
World
Cell.
tournament.
Yeah,
oh, I know
skipped
who you're
those
talking about.
episodes.
I forget his name, but I know
Think of
who
what his
you're
name
talking
is.
about.
The guy with
Pickle
the really...
guy.
Picom. No.
Yeah, Pecan, totally not Piccolo. I can't believe it's not Piccolo.
He's got a
Oh,
really
yeah.
tall head.
He was also
Who
in the
was the
movie
weird
that
cat
had
thing?
Hitler in it.
What?
No,
Yeah.
Yeah, there was the movie that had Hitler. It was like it had like I don't know Goten or whatever, and like he made like Hitler was there. He was in the movie. It's that thing
Goten
that
spits
happened.
out his tiny ghosts.
Okay.
And they killed Nazis. It was... DBZ movies are weird, man.
So there's...
Yeah.
Are you
There's-
telling me
Especially-
there's...
they get weirder the farther you go into it,
Alright.
too.
Is this the Bio Broly one? Because I've not seen that one.
Bio
No,
Broly,
I don't-
actually, Bio Broly wasn't that about Nazis.
Wasn't
That was more
about
like a
Nazis?
repeat. It was no. Bio Broly was more like a repeat of not Tree of Might, the one where they had World's Strongest.
Oh, okay.
Because the rich dude wants to find like the strongest warrior in the world, so he like clones Broly, but he becomes like a mud monster instead.
Oh right, that one.
Yeah.
Broly's
and
in-
then
yeah,
there was...
okay.
Broly's in it as Broly for like 30 seconds, and then he's a mud monster.
Is it the weird one with Dabura, where everyone who is dead comes back?
It might be the weird one with the Bora. I never saw the later movies. 'Cause I never saw the one with BoJack.
Nah,
I
I've
never
never...
saw
Oh, no,
the
wait,
Boris
no, I
one.
have seen BoJack. I've seen that one. Because he had the four
BoJack
henchmen.
Because there's
One
BoJack, Dabura, and Janimba are all the weird later ones I never got around to.
BoJack was
Yeah, I never
pretty
saw
sick.
there.
That was a
I
good...
think
BoJack was a
the
good movie.
latest movie I saw was Super Android 17.
I remember his power
Yeah.
up.
13.
I have that one on VHS. Oh,
Oh. I had the Slug one, Lord Slug on VHS.
I
The
had
dub is
Cooler's
weird. It's not-
Revenge. Or Cooler's Return. Whatever the second Cooler one was. It was very confusing which one was which.
I'd
It was
assume
Revenge
Cooler's
and Return, and either could work, I guess. I guess Return would be the second one. Because the first one, he
Yeah.
was getting revenge for his brother. I had Cooler's Return.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. No. I'd say that's that one. The second one's got to be Return. But oh god, yeah, Lord Slug one. BoJack's pretty sick. The power up doesn't make any sense when he transforms into like the blue. Is he blue or green? I can't remember. But he just powers up. But then again, when did any power up ever make sense in Dragon Ball Z? So
Never.
yeah.
that is about it. Not really any news going on. I suppose that's all I've got. Have you guys got anything?
Sure is all there is.
I
Sure
have,
is.
Final Fantasy has red and white wines announced.
Really?
I'm going through all the scraps from Tokyo Game Show, and there's not a lot.
I'm assuming
no.
those wines aren't leaving Japan, so I won't worry about it too much.
Maybe you can
I'll
order one. I remember a guy who bought one of the potion energy drinks
Oh god.
and said it tasted bad. So
I thought all
energy
energy drinks tasted bad. I thought that was
They
a
are.
constant.
They're not great.
I
Like
don't
the
want to know.
first one that came out and made it big was Red Bull, so they all have that weird metallic aftertaste.
I really don't want to know how much he spent on the potion. That must have been a hell of a lot of money.
I don't think it was that bad.
I mean,
I
it's
don't
gotta
know. He was the
be a
guy
lot
who
of
would go
people
onto
who've
like
done it, but-
J-list.
Oh, okay. Oh, good old J-list. Yep. For all your one-stop needs. Oh,
They are nice box designs, though.
yeah. I was going to say, like, as a collector's standpoint.
They look fancy. got
Ifrit
Shiva
Rouge and Shiva Blanc.
I like that. I really like that. Maybe I'll try and bounce for that.
Winehouse.com.
2015
are expected to
Chardonnay.
be $55. Jesus, that's expensive wine.
Yeah, but
Not
you're getting that box.
the worst expensive wine.
Well, no, I mean the worst expensive wine's like $1 million a bottle, but like that's pretty. If you're not like rich, that's expensive wine. Like the wine I buy is like $10 a bottle.
Yeah.
I mean, look, we've
55.
got the giant containers of like Carlo Rossi here, which is,
Yeah,
I think not even
Pixels
one
up for,
step
like-
above, but to the side of box wine.
yeah, no, it's like 30 cents for that giant thing. It's not good wine.
Let's see, we got Monster Hunter World got new screenshots.
Yeah. I've always
lot of this
slept
stuff
on
is,
Monster
like-
Hunter.
Same. I could not get into the one I bought.
Yeah, I had it on PSP.
I mean, more power
one
to you
time.
for the guys who love a big Monster Hunter experience.
Yeah. Maybe
Because I
this
know
will
they've
be
kind
the
of been
one.
reusing the same PS2 assets for years.
Yeah. Maybe this one will be the one that jumps me in. I'd be more willing to give it a try, but I remember, 10, 12 years ago, whenever I got, probably 11 or 12 years ago, I had Monster Hunter on the PSP, because it came with it, and I just couldn't get into it. But I would be more than willing to give the series a fair shake again, because that was 10 years ago, didn't really get it or understand it, so, pardon me, as my tastes have changed, I would definitely try it. Moving, anything else from Tokyo Game Show, sorry?
I think that's about it.
That's about it. Okay.
I mean, I'm
then.
sure there's little things, but
Nothing, Normally I'm really excited for Tokyo Game Show, and this one this year was pretty, not weak, but not anything that really stood out to me.
like E3 this year was kind of weak, and I was waiting for some more weird Japanese games to kind of come in and fill that void. But even this was just kind of.
Yeah, that's true.
This year has been terrific for games. I can't feel too disappointed. I'm going to be playing 2017 titles well into next year, but I think they kind of tapped out for what's on the horizon.
Yeah, the next
At least
12
for
or
a
18
bit.
months is going to be a bit iffy. Yeah, so that's all for the news. Let's go into what we have been watching. Now, before we go for the big one... Go on, sorry.
Yes, the big one. So Sakura Quest ended at 25 episodes, and it's one of those shows that I wouldn't necessarily recommend it because it wasn't great, but it was good enough. It didn't necessarily do anything wrong. It just wasn't very exciting to begin with. Like the idea of the series, the countryside thing is cool, and the focus it has on this little community is cool, and what it sets up is pretty good. But none of the characters are particularly exciting or anything, and it's you just watch it, you're like, yeah, that didn't do anything bad, all right. That was sure a pretty okay 25 weeks right there. It's that kind of show. It's a 7.
I did enjoy Fake Blog Lady, but
Oh yeah, no, the characters are fine. Like it was a fine show, but I don't know. I just kind of left like, yep, that I watched that. It was okay. It wasn't bad.
It was light entertainment, isn't it? So it's perfectly fine weekly, and it keeps you entertained week to week, but it's not something that you can go, you know, it's not something that you'll go, oh my god, that, you know, it left an emotional impact on me. It left a mark. I'm going to remember that for years to come.
Yeah.
Those shows are fine. Because
where something like New Game 2 definitely has issues with it, but it's more of a memorable kind of thing. Because like New Game
more
is
substantial.
Because there's the characters and everything, and the designs and stuff that you remember, and Yagumi's panties, like that's what you remember from the series. Where Soccer Quest is like, yeah, that was the thing.
Yeah.
It had an actual English-speaking person talking English in it, and real Spanish people. So those are the two things that it has on other anime.
Those are fun.
I mean, the K-On! Movie had actual like English people, but this one did too. So it was like, good job. Usually they just get someone for that.
Question for that, Manimal. Did you watch K-On! In Japanese or English?
Obviously, I watched it in Japanese.
Wow! I watched it in English, and I can't imagine them in Japanese now. Wow.
Yeah, because when they go to the UK, there's actual British people voicing the UK people.
Huh. That's kind of cool. I've not seen the movie yet.
In the Love Live movie, Japanese people are voicing the Americans.
Oh, I know.
Yeah, I've had that same issue in the most recent episode of Reflection, where they have this weird B-plot with like some magical girls that only have like 10 seconds of screen time in an episode. They're like on a plane and it's like, oh shit, she's speaking English, even though she's clearly just speaking Japanese.
I love when they do that. Now translate the sentence into English.
It's not even a different
Japanese
accent even. It's just regular Japanese voice actressing.
Yeah, that's when it gets awkward sometimes. Like again, some shows like you couldn't do a dub for Squid Girls season 2 because there's a scene where they speak English for a long time, and the joke is that they suck at English. So if you dub that, it's really bad.
I feel the same way about.
You kind of did that with the Digimon movie.
Yeah, but that's Digimon.
Yeah. I feel the same way about Black Lagoon because there's an episode of Black Lagoon where two characters like have a conversation in English and it's a thing. And I don't know how they would do that in a dub version.
They just changed the script, I guess.
Still, that just sounds. I don't like the idea of changing the script to make the languages work.
Yeah, well, some jokes don't translate, do they? So some things.
Well, no, but that's a difference between localization and just changing like things. Because the point is that there were two like Americans speaking to each other in English.
Okay, yeah, fair enough.
Nothing's gonna top that couple seconds of Steins Gate where you have your main hero trying to be cool. I'm a scientist. It's cool, motherfucker.
Son of a bitch. Son of a bitch.
Yeah. Okay, I wonder, in America, obviously in Canada, we've got French on shit, not even in stupid Quebec, but we got French on shit. Do Americans have Spanish on stuff?
Oh yeah, everything has a little Spanish translation underneath it.
Okay. There it is.
There it is. That's the exclusive for all you out there. Yeah,
literally anyone who's ever been to America and seen a product on a shelf.
I don't remember enough.
I'm one of those people. Yeah, I can't remember seeing any Spanish. I don't know. I saw French, but then I was only in New Orleans, so.
If you ever take something off the shelf and look at the back and the instructions or whatever, it's going to be in Spanish as well.
Yeah, but that's like in England. We have it in English, German, French, Spanish. You've got it in.
Yeah, but you're also in Europe.
Yeah,
you're in Europe, so of course you do.
You grab a bag of crisps. You grab a bag of crisps or anything, and on the back it has the ingredients in English, and then it has it in about several different languages.
Yeah, and then it also on the back it says chips. It has it in proper English.
No, it says potato.
Yeah, the difference is, of course, you're in Europe. Everyone has tons of different languages, and you're all clumped together. But in America, North American, everything's really stretched out. So you only need two because there's only Canada. Is the only country that has a large, French-speaking population of, the three big ones in North America.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Fair enough.
God damn them. God damn you, Quebec.
God damn you, motherfuckers. What was I going to say? Oh, yes. In terms of watching stuff, I am on episode 10 of Kakegurui, so I've just got 2 to go. I need to catch up on Princess Principal. And I finished Aho Girl. That's the first thing that I finished in the summer season, and you know what? I've got no regrets in that being the first thing that I finished. It was fun. I guess it kind of goes in the same thing with Sakura Quest. Like, this time next year, I'm not going to be going, oh my god, Aho Girl, can you remember? That was amazing. It was fun. Like, there was some stupid, dumb stuff in it, and the last episode kind of went a bit, it sort of relived their childhood. And at one point you're sort of like, because there's like a 4-year-old girl of Aho Girl wanting to take her pants off, and
I mean, naked children is a thing. Were you not a naked baby?
Well, it was because what's his name? What's his name now? Akatsuki or whatever his name was, the guy, Akun, yeah. I guess she calls him. He asked her what kind of people she hated, because when they were 4 or 5, and she said perverts, so he decides to pretend he's a pervert and keeps flipping her skirt and trying to grab her pants. But she takes it as a sign of love, so she's trying to whip her pants off, and she puts them on his head, like on his face. And it was played for laughs, obviously, like, it's done for laughs, and I was like, oh, okay. These are kids. Kids wouldn't know about sexual feelings, but sure. It was done for laughs. It was still quite funny.
I mean, I feel like that's probably no worse than anything else that happened in Aho Girl.
Nah, not really. It wasn't. It was funny.
I am looking forward to that last episode.
Yeah, there's like almost a training montage of like him wanting to become a good fighter just so he can kick the shit out of her because he hates her that much. As growing up, I just love that bit. Have you managed to see episode 11 yet?
Yes, I saw the episode where she does like the school thing. I love.
Yeah,
gotta love fighting high schools.
It was so good.
I know. God, it's everything I wanted to. It's like the same reason, like, back when, was it last summer when Mob 100 came out?
Yeah, summer last year. Yeah, last summer.
And I love the part where they're just like, nah, he's the secret king of the school.
Yeah.
Or whatever the hell he was, the shadow ruler, some nonsense like that.
Yeah,
I just love
can't
that.
remember what it was.
Like that stereotypical, the schools that's just like, it's not even a school, it's just completely gratified, a graffitied wreck that students show up to.
Yeah, I just loved it. Like the lighting and the sky was like the fuchsia and the red, and her eyes changed to the serious protagonist, like kick-ass fighter.
Yeah, like,
it was
her entire persona changed.
Over a banana milkshake.
Over a banana milkshake. A frappuccino, no less.
Oh, sorry, yeah, it was banana frappuccino. It's so stupid. I loved it so much. Yeah. Other thing I've watched, My Hero Academia. Oh, sorry.
Hold on. I have another point about Aho Girl.
Okay.
I mean, I brought it up when I was watching stuff, but since we're already talking about Aho Girl,
yeah.
I've come to the conclusion that Akun's little sister is Manimal's spirit animal.
Why?
I don't know exactly, but every time she's on screen, I am so reminded of him. And it might be because he always has cute anime girls as his photos, but it's just, I don't know. I get a very similar vibe.
I guess I have to watch more of the series to find out.
Are you
She gets a lot more screen time as she goes on.
Yeah, the episode where...
She has very similar reactions, I should say.
Now I'm interested in watching more.
Yeah, you need to go watch it. There's some amazing episodes. Like that, the showdown between the disciplinary committee head and, Yoshiko's mother in front of her that is amazing. that showdown.
It goes
I'll
full
probably get
on
back to it.
JoJo for a moment.
Yeah. Oh god, it's so good.
She
watch
did
the
thing, but I did the thing, but she actually did the thing.
It's the full-on Nani, like that kind of moment.
Yeah. So I'm eating a peanut butter and jam sandwich with warm jam, and it doesn't taste as good.
Oh, are you not?
I've only experienced warm jam, peanut butter, and jelly sandwiches because I always had them for lunch, and they were sitting in my locker all day.
Oh well, I had to do this because I just opened the jam and it wasn't in the fridge. So what are you gonna do?
So it's room temperature. It's not warm.
Okay, so this might be weird, but I don't like in my house the peanut butter is not in the fridge.
No.
No.
Why would you put peanut butter in the fridge?
In the fridge?
Oh, I've seen a lot of people with peanut butter in the fridge.
Well, they're wrong. It
Yeah.
doesn't spoil. You don't need to refrigerate it. Don't waste the space.
Yeah.
I don't put That's a weird thing. I don't put it in the fridge either. Not that I have it all that often. I'm not a huge fan of peanut butter on its own. Don't mind it in chocolate.
I love peanut butter on its own. I just eat spoonfuls of it.
That's what I used to do
You're
when I was a
American.
kid. You
What is that supposed to
Well,
mean? Of course, I do
now-
an American. It's a healthy snack.
The stereotype
Yeah,
of
you-
Americans that you love peanut butter.
That's an American stereotype?
Yeah, over here. Americans absolutely adore peanut butter. That's one
That's
thing.
the
that we
first
know.
time I've heard about
I
that.
don't understand how you guys don't, though. It's peanut butter. It's delicious.
Yeah, really.
It's
I mean,
I love
peanut
peanut butter.
We have it. It's just not like something we're obsessed
course
with. I know
Shout
you guys probably are.
Shoutouts to George Washington Carver for utilizing that peanut crop.
Good job.
Well done.
Huh?
10 out of 10.
It's full
Would
of
eat again.
protein. It's healthy. I mean, just pop in your mouth. I used to eat it for breakfast in college. Just a
Wait,
spoonful of
you
peanut
just
butter.
had peanut butter? You
I
just
mean,
had
it was
peanut butter?
called-
Spoonful of peanut butter.
I would take a spoonful of peanut butter, I'd pop it in my mouth, and I'd walk out the door.
Let me.
You know what?
Let
That's
me.
okay.
And then I could sleep until 20 minutes before my class.
I'm all right with that.
So yeah, Oh Girl. I would recommend it. And finally, the last thing that I've been watching is My Hero Academia. I have got to pay huge respects to My Hero Academia for how they handle training arcs and stuff. So they had like the written exams as well, and it was just done via a montage. And like, oh, let's all prep for our exams. I thought it was going to be about like 3 episodes of like filler, but it was just boom, 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 done. Right, let's get on to the fighting and the practical exam. That's what I want in a shonen. I'm happy with that.
I mean, studying for your test isn't like the most engaging thing anyways.
Exactly. Now, one exception, Naruto had a written exam in their tuning exam arc, and it was interesting because the actual purpose of it wasn't to answer the questions. It was to use your ninja skills to cheat. So you could get the
That's not really a
test
written
answers.
exam now, fucking is it?
Not really, but
That
it was
is
like...
defeating the fucking point of a written exam.
You gotta think outside
They
the
were
box.
ninjas.
You're a ninja. I like that.
Yeah.
There were like 3 people who actually knew the answers in the classroom, and if you got caught cheating, you were out. See, it had to be a sneaky ninja about cheating off the people who actually knew shit, or just be the
Yeah.
one big nerd Sakura who like just tried.
Yeah. She's like, I'm just going to
But
try. But
how hard can the exam really be to be a ninja?
Very
Like really?
I think they were deliberately difficult questions because that was the point. Because I think Sasuke said, he commented on the fact that it was ridiculously tough questions. So only the nerds knew them. And then the others had to use their abilities or their special jutsu to get the answers because they weren't immediately disqualified. I think they just got kicked
What are
out
the
or
questions
something.
about though?
I know they never went into that.
It
shit.
was like advanced like trigonometry stuff of map the arc of the shuriken being flung over a wall.
Oh,
or
so you
something.
mean actual fucking
Yeah, it was actual
School-
like tough math exam when they've only gone through ninja school. It was
yeah,
fun.
it's like I've learned to throw the shuriken. I've not learned to calculate its trajectory. I've learned to breathe fire, but I'll be damned if I know anything about algebra.
I feel
That's
like
not the way Naruto works.
that's just basic school though. Like I feel no wonder they're
Aren't they
all
like
idiots.
10?
Yeah, if someone, I'm not being funny, but if someone gave me the chance to, they goes, you can either go normal school or you can go to a ninja school. I'd choose a ninja school.
I mean, this is the same problem with Hogwarts not teaching any like skills.
I always
Besides
thought
magic.
this. How do they know? How did they know maths or English or science or history?
Because they go into Hogwarts at age 11, and I'm telling you, at age 11, I could barely know how to multiply. How do they do their magic taxes?
Them
They don't.
Magic. That's how they do it.
It's bullshit and sloppy writing.
Them
I
would be a
can
magic
change
spell.
my face into another person's face. That's lovely. Can you do long division? What's division? Why is it long? I can
There's
turn
gotta-
my face into another person's face.
There has to be a
That's-
magic tax collector somewhere who just hates his life because no one knows how to do their math.
He's like, motherfucker. Even the currency is impractical. They don't have digital currency. It's all physical coins
Well, I mean,
and shit.
the movies do start in 1993, so I guess I'll forgive him for that. But still,
yes.
Like,
it's still
can you
gold, silver,
imagine
and copper.
magical H&R Block trying to figure out like magic tax code? Just the poor Gringotts goblins trying to figure out like rates of conversion.
Maybe that's
Since
it is.
they're
It's all
running
just
on
like
a pure
Poor guy.
metallic coinage system. It's got to be all by weight.
I did watch something actually. This has reminded me that I watched Fantastic Beasts and Where to Find Them. And is anyone else a little disturbed that in 1920s America, you see the goblins as the bus boys, the shoe shiners, the lift operators.
Now, here's the thing about Fantastic Beasts, right? J.K. Rowling doesn't know how America works. 'Cause
No.
none of it's very much America seen through British eyes.
She is British. I don't think.
She
Did
is,
she write
but
it?
that's what I'm saying. She helped write the script. She's one of the writers on.
Okay.
I think she's about as involved as with the cursed child.
She had to sign off on a lot of this shit basically, but like she wasn't in the nitty gritty. But still, like they call them nomags instead of muggles. Like we would never fucking do that. We call them mugs or
Nomags.
some shit. No, that's not what we would do. We also want to build a fucking castle. I don't care. None of it makes sense. It's not American at all.
It was American. They all wore the clothes of an American. One of the guys wanted to be a baker. That seemed pretty American to me.
Yeah, not really.
Nobody bakes in England?
Not since the Great Fire.
Oh.
Anyway, moving on
That's
from
how
I'm
the
afraid the
Great Fire actually
technology for bread was lost.
Bread technology.
we can only have processed
We
loaves.
didn't eat
can no
any
longer-
bread in bread in London. It was all just mashed together flour.
Because
Boy,
I just
it's
love
just
the
bread.
idea. I love the idea of like making bread as a technology.
Yeah, it's a lost
I mean,
art.
leavened bread is different than unleavened bread.
It
It's
is.
a pitas.
It's a technology of a sorts.
Technically, yeah.
I know,
well,
but
it is.
it's funny because they wouldn't call it technology when they made it.
Well, no, they would have just called it a recipe.
Yeah.
I mean,
Moving
if you
on
think about
to-
it, all of cooking is chemistry, but nobody thinks of it like that because it's cooking. It's too basic.
I am a food alchemist making breakthroughs in my trade.
Don't worry, Alphonse. I'll get your body back. But first, I need to make the perfect pizza.
That would have been a very different version of Full Metal Alchemist.
Oh,
Why
how
is
did
there
you
metal
lose
in
your
the food? Oh my god!
How did you lose your body?
The human body is made of 20% of mozzarella, 30% rigatoni, and a whole bunch of red sauce.
Good old Full Metal. Who's still excited for the live action?
All
I'll
right, I'm
watch it.
making that.
Who was ever excited for the live action?
No, it's not the worst CG I've ever seen. It's actually pretty good looking CG, to be honest, for
Yeah.
anime movies.
It could be okay.
It looks like it's going to be better than the Attack on Titan film.
Let's hope so.
Very
Um,
little to do with Attack on Titan, ultimately.
Yeah. Hey, let's omit the most popular character in the series because he
Let's
doesn't
set it
sound
in
Japanese.
rural China. Okay.
Yeah. I feel like that's the tagline to every Japanese live action adaptation. It could be good. Please let it be good. But
I liked Attack on
That's-
Titan when the attack helicopter showed up. That was faithful to the books.
can't wait of Bruce Willis on a minigun comes out and takes down that colossal titan.
Yeah, and then they blew up that one moon of
that.
Saturn. That was real weird.
Die Hard X Attack on Titan would be absolutely amazing. I'd love to see that play out. In fact, that might actually be my Christmas story for this year. I'm gonna riot. I'm gonna believe.
No, I mentioned the helicopter.
Wait, would it be called
Titan?
Titans Die Hard?
Titans Die Hard. Maybe.
Attack on Die Hard?
The bigger they are, the harder they die.
I like that. Let's move on. So, what else we watched? Of course, we've got to discuss it. We've got to talk about it. It is the biggest and best anime to release. I mean, I'm all up on my anime on Netflix. And guys, I've got to let you in on this exclusive hot take on a brand new series called Neo Yokio. Of course, we've got to talk about Neo Yokio. I've watched one episode. Coryn, you've watched 2, is that correct?
Yeah, I watched the first 2 episodes. I watched the first one, then I did some shopping, and I came back inside to watch the second. So it didn't scare me away immediately.
Manimal, you've not seen any as yet, I don't believe.
No, I haven't.
And then you are the expert of it for us.
I watched all 6.
Yay! That's the perks of not having a job right now. You're able to indulge in binge watching Neo Yokio. So, for those who are uninformed, we mentioned it a couple of weeks ago. It is the Netflix anime starring Jaden Smith, but he's not alone. There's a few people there, including Steve Buscemi.
There's
Richard,
quite a few famous names in there.
Susan Sarandon pops up
Jude Law.
quite a bit.
So I mean, before we get into it, I just want to say I'm really thankful this came to existence so we can say Susan Sarandon and Steve Buscemi were in an anime. That is just mind-blowing to me. I never thought I'd say that.
Like, Richard Iowati plays all the bit parts.
Oh,
It's great. I love that guy.
Richard Iowati is in that first episode where I love sports. You can tell some of them are taking it more seriously than others.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Because I was listening to that and I was like, that is not the motherfucker from IT Crowd. That is not the guy from IT Crowd. That's
It's
Richard
so
Iowati.
weird.
Fucking is.
Like, on the whole, though, I really like all the accents, though. Because especially coming off watching, like, The Reflection, where it's set in America, but everyone's just speaking Japanese with, purely Japanese kinds of things. And everyone's like, I'm from South Kakalaka.
It's mostly British people and Katie Mixon, who came on as that one Southern person.
Yeah, there's a few Southern characters going on there. And though I do have to give my hats off to Jaden Smith, because he actually does okay, I think, in the first 2 episodes at least.
Jaden Smith is Jaden Smith in it, and I just love the dialogue is just Jaden Smith.
Yeah, the dialogue's insane. They drop, like, in ridiculous kinds of lines, like, I can't deal with the whirling, the whirlwind of despair that is my life between breakfast and dinner. That's why I can't eat lunch.
That was the one
or some shit like that.
I was howling at that. I was like, yes, Jaden Smith has just been given a microphone, and now he is just talking.
They just drop these insane Jaden Smith style lines and keep going. There's no pause. There's never time for breath in any of these episodes. It just keeps happening.
It was. I don't even know how to explain it. Okay, so I guess for a basis, for anyone who hasn't seen it, obviously it's on Netflix, and basically Neo Yokio is an advanced city where there is a divide between the normal people and magic users. The magic users have status and influence and riches, but they are still sort of seen as nouveau riche, or at least neo-riche, as they say in this one. They aren't real aristocrats or magistocrats or something they were called. I can show you that terminology.
Magistocrats, Because Neo
Which
Yokio, it's New York City basically, except half of it's underwater for some ungodly reason. Because in an alternate universe, back in like the 1800s, a bunch of demons invaded the city, so they imported a bunch of mages from the old world to like exorcise people. So everything's weird and different. But like, if you're at all familiar with like, new money, old money, New York politics from throughout history, that's what this show is about. Except one side's magic.
Yeah, which is Jaden Smith with his pink hair, and he is Kai Khan or something. I don't know.
Kaz
Khan.
Kaz Khan.
Kazkaan. Kaz Khan.
Kaz Khan, yes. And he has a robot combat butler, voiced by Jude Law, who's his personal
Charles.
assistant. It is pretty amazing. I just love that there's just a random robot butler there flying away.
The whole series is absurdist in nature.
Yeah,
basically.
That's a good way of putting it.
Because like he has an arch enemy named Archangelo, literally Archangelo. No, and he has like a bunch of groupies who are like frat bros. They wear the pastel shorts and like suit jackets all the time. And every time they show up, they have an introductory title card for him, even though we know we've met these people before.
That goes away.
Does it?
I know you guys are singing its praise, but honestly, the appeal and fun runs out episode 2, and you're left with a shitty third-rate Wes Anderson knockoff anime, right down to Jason Schwartzman being everywhere.
I mean, the dialogue had me. I was laughing at it so much. Just would you like a giant Toblerone, sir? Chocolate always cheers you up.
Yeah. I brought you a
I have
giant
to go.
Toblerone to cheer
It's
you
time
up.
for snacks.
Yeah. I am not
It's time for
interested
snacks,
in it.
honey. And then they show like the classic like rice ball with the little seaweed wrap thing. I gotta go, cause time for snacks.
The whole exposition dialogue at every sentence. Oh, yes, he is. I am the second most what's the bachelor list thing? There's like a whole eligible bachelor list. And
Because it is
oh my
New
God,
York,
I
so
can't
in
believe
Times
he got
Square,
dumped.
they have a giant list in Times Square of the most eligible bachelors. And it's
What's that all
constantly
about?
updating.
It's a real-time update as well.
Because of a field hockey game. The least interesting sport in the world.
Yeah, why did they pick hockey? I'm not interested in hockey. And then his like OG show up and go, yo, motherfucker, you gonna play on the hockey game or what?
I mean, he yells at an old man in a rooftop graveyard about perfume for a little while.
He has Chanel, is it Coco Chanel 5 or something? Like, and he's like, oh my.
It's something like
woman,
that, but like,
love that.
There's a girl possessed by a Chanel suit that's a demon. Because again, remember, he's fighting demons with his demon magic.
Until they just stop doing that.
Dragon Ball Z powers that he has. Oh no, it just goes away.
Yeah. Again, the interesting parts fade away. Like there's an episode, I guess spoilers, that's a kind of callback to Ranma 1/2, where the two friends fall into a pool, and one of them turns into a panda, and the other one becomes a girl. But it's just kind of a, hey guys, remember that other popular anime? And then they use it to lecture people about, gender as a spectrum.
It was really weird.
It's a guy. It is a Tumblr anime. It's not good. You get 2 episodes of, oh my god, this is absurd. It's funny. It's a shit post made into an actual series with production values, and then it gets bad.
Oh no! I'm gonna have to.
I'll reserve final judgment until I watch the other 4 episodes.
Episode 2 is legit the best one.
Episode 2 is pretty great. And even if we do get nothing but 2 good episodes out of this, I think I'll probably go away satisfied in the end.
That's 2 more than I thought. Because I don't.
You haven't seen the tiny lady who's inside of Charles piloting that robot.
That sounds amazing.
It's
that
not.
does sound amazing. Oh, okay. I love I love that it was made because it's so, as you said, it's so absurd and like it's so dumb. Like that whole rooftop scene. I'd like to visit the grave now. He goes and visits his own grave, and he's chilling. And then an old man's just there spraying, tending to the grave of his wife, and he's an old man who's loved this woman all his life, I'm sure, spraying her favorite perfume on it. He's like, no, motherfucker. Current girls wouldn't like that shit. They need to be unique. You're spraying that mainstream ass perfume all up in my grill. Fuck you and your missus. And then he just flies off. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, that old man didn't need that. Why? What was the point of that scene?
It's just the weirdest. It's like the whole thing's a non sequitur, basically. Shit just happens, and you can't explain it.
So like that tweet.
I mean, there is eventually a through line with the one fashion blogger who decides that everything is bad with the bourgeoisie and capitalist excess. And there's a whole lot of like, hey, we need socialist values. Except at one point, an actual Soviet Union lady comes in and goes, holy shit, this is all awesome. I'm defecting. Peace. It's bizarre.
Manimal, are you going to watch Neo Yokio?
I mean, the descriptions sound pretty amusing, but probably not.
I would say watch one episode.
Maybe.
Or
I mean, the nice thing about it is it's 6 20-minute episodes or so.
Yeah.
So like, it's not a hard investment to make.
That's 6 episodes.
You can knock it out in an afternoon. Yeah, but
when are you going to see Susan Sarandon in an anime?
I don't know. I don't even know who that is.
I mean, she had a scene in Rick and Morty. That's something.
Yeah,
I guess.
Rick and Morty.
Anyone enjoy? Rick and Morty. I do love me some Rick and Morty, but yeah, the fan base. Yeah. The fan base. Like that. I suppose it's with anything that gets popular, the hardcore element.
Like, look, I don't want to be
have you seen those?
I don't want to be mean because I haven't seen a single second of that show, but I just don't want to ever.
It's good.
I don't know.
It's an entertaining show. That's all it is.
With Rick and Morty, it's the same issue with a lot of things where there's a terrible character that people latch onto as being great.
And which character?
I mean, there's also a huge fan base of like pseudo-intellectual assholes that, kind of
they're kind of
ruin
a lot
of crossover.
I relate to Rick because I'm the smartest person in my social circle too.
You guys don't understand how complex a cartoon can be.
I guess you don't get it because the deep philosophical themes in Rick and Morty. It's a fucking show. It's an entertaining show. I like it. It's really fun.
But Vacant, have you never seen Fight Club? I think you'd understand if you saw
I don't like
Fight
that movie.
Club.
I don't like that movie, honestly.
It's the same kind of people who idolize Tyler Durden.
I mean, I suppose it's like it's like the Evangelion crowd that you won't get it because you're not into intellectual anime.
Yeah, but Evangelion is good because you don't get it, though.
Rick, I don't know. Rick's an interesting character, but you shouldn't look up to the man.
No,
he's fucked.
He's a character. Like oh my god, he's so deep and philosophical. He's not. He's an asshole. That's the point. He's the smartest man in the universe, and that's a plot device so they can do anything in the show. That's why he is that. Like, he's the smartest man, so he can create any inventions. So there's no limits on what they can do in the show. That's all. That's fine. He's a funny character. But yeah, he's not like, oh my god, he's the next Jesus. That's Haruhi Suzumiya, who is the next religious cult leader, and we'll all obey her and her commands in the next 20 years.
The time of Haruhi
got superseded by Madoka.
Haruhi Suzumiya got a little bit less weird of a fan base.
Well, that's like an old.
We are talking about
a
Japanese fan base.
But I've heard that Kim Jong-un is a huge fan of Haruhi, and once he nukes the rest of the world, anyone who survives is now going to be forcefully converted into Haruhiism.
Hey, do you guys remember when Russia invaded Poland last week? Oh wait, that didn't happen.
No, I was going to say it. No.
No, because I saw some articles about them and their little thing they had going on. It was pretty funny.
Are we going back to London got nuked and there was a cover-up?
No, because
the 2012
Olympics
No,
thing?
because Russia was having some like kind of like I don't know war game thing or whatever, but everyone thought that there was like a shit ton of troops and they were planning this big invasion, and then nothing happened. Like there were all these like UK sites that were hyping it up, like brink of World War III, and then nothing happened.
Oh, they do that every time a fucking Russian jet comes into UK airspace. Yeah. And there's 6 headlines about UK pilots scramble to make sure it gets out. They literally just escort
we might be talking
as it's
about
in our
the
airspace.
Same site because all their headlines are dramatic. Oh my god.
Yeah.
This is
let never be said of Russia that they don't learn from the past. It's not good when you invade Poland. That's usually the last straw as far as European politics go.
Yeah.
Czechoslovakia, it's okay, but not Poland.
Oh no, he's a fuck. Check who? If it's not Petr Cech, then I'm not
interested.
Check
this box.
You better check yourself or you wreck yourself, son.
Because big dicks on your ass is bad for your health.
Check all the boxes that have a girl in them. Then you know you're human.
I hate those check box things because sometimes there's like a street sign and you don't click on the box that has like a freaking millimeter of street sign and then you just can't get in.
Oh, I know what you mean, the fucking check that you're not a fucking robot thing.
Yeah.
So what if I was a robot? Maybe I want to just see some pictures and shit. I don't know. Maybe I want to gain access. Why be robotist? But speaking of that, Rick and Morty wouldn't stand for that. Certainly Rick. Very pro-robot rights. But I don't know. I don't know where I'm going with that. Fuck.
I don't know.
If you're a fan of Rick and Morty, that's cool. Don't take it. I mean,
I'm not
know.
dissing
I guess
a show that I've never seen. I'm just saying I don't want to see it because of everything I've seen people, like all these people
the
talk
fan
about
base is.
It's made me absolutely not want to watch the show at all.
Not the
moral of the story is that Rick is not a good person.
Yeah. It's not even the fan base, it's the extreme examples of the fan base. Because it's like with anything. It's like with anime. Who do you see in the news? You see the really extreme examples of
that's
the
generally
anime
how
fandom.
people. That's generally how people feel about
people
anime,
only
of
relate
course.
to the.
And it's probably the same way that I feel about Rick and Morty. It's a thing that I hear about a lot and don't give a shit about. It's
as always, it's the vocal minority.
Yeah.
That's it. That is the perfect way of putting it. But that wraps up I think that wraps up this week's episode. I think we're done. Have you got anything else to say? No.
Sure don't.
Nah.
It's nice that I'll have to say it's nice we're racking up and it's not 10 o'clock already.
Yeah. It's nice and
time to clean
us.
the kitchen.
I got time to watch No Mercy wrestling pay-per-view. Okay. Well, thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for listening. Thanks for being part of it. Next week, tune in, and we'll be doing.
So tune in next week when we'll be talking about the upcoming Gremlins 3 ideas trailers. We'll be talking about Gremlins 3, and we'll be talking about the financial situation in Argentina. So I hope you'll look forward to that.
Next week is going to be... Holy shit, next week is going to be in October. We might be doing some first impressions of the fall season.
Probably not
Holy
exactly.
fuck.
We already did first impressions. Wait.
No,
is it coming out? Oh, shit.
It's not going to be that soon. I don't think by next episode there'll be anything.
We might have We might have a couple of series. I don't know what's coming out on October the 1st and 2nd.
I mean,
we'll
Love
see.
Live Sunshine.
Let's find
first.
Fuck knows what we're going to do. But you know whatever we're going to do is going to be fun. It'll be fun as dicks. So tune in next week for episode 108. 8's my favorite number, so it's going to be good, and trust me, I just know it is. Any parting shots from you guys before we round up and round out?
I'm gonna have to take one.
No.
I'm gonna take one to the squishy thigh, the squishy behind leg.
Squishy behind leg. Speak for yourself, but there is not an inch of squishiness on my thighs and my cars. You could
Bop is hard as steel.
Oh Jesus! You could eat your dinner off my bop. And on that
dime off that thing.
That's why you gotta go to the deli so they can carve meat off of it.
Yeah, you ain't gonna get
Lean.
some off with a common household knife.
Absolutely.
But thanks for listening, guys. Check us out on, I don't know, fucking do what you want. I don't know, you're your own person. We didn't die. The world was supposed to end yesterday, and we didn't, that's good.
Did Harold Camping come
God
back?
damn it.
Planet X did not land, so to celebrate, subscribe to us on YouTube and follow Twitter and do all that shit. Bye, guys. I love you. Bye.
Bye. Go watch Double King.